This is going to be a video on how to add PM to an asset. This is a list of the pump station for windward side, just the SCADA panels. Uh, the electrical supervisor from Windward pointed out that some of his pump stations do not have a PM to take care of the SCADA system. We found out that he's right. This non-assigned means that we could fund no PMs in the system for this asset. So what we're going to do, we'll work on Punawai. One thing I want to do is to find a PM master to use, and I'm going to use this PM master 11461. I'm making a note on my notepad of the last 4 or 5 digits so I can find this PM master when I need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to copy this number. Copy. Going to go to Wacs. I want to work from the asset. Type in /asset. Click on asset. Paste in the badge number that we copied. Scroll down. Click search, and it'll find Punawai Pump Station SCADA panels. Going to click edit. Okay. So if we look to see if it has a PM master, maintenance specification, it does not. So we're going to add it. We do that by editing the asset record, scrolling down to the maintenance specification, click on the down arrow, and it'll list a bunch for us. We were looking for one that ends in 11461, which is this one. That, okay, good. So Punawai now shows up under the specification. There is an in-service schedule and an out-of-service schedule. In this case, they're both the same. If for some reason you want to have a different schedule when something is out of service, let's suppose you're not using your, you send a crane truck off for repairs, you're not getting it back for 6 months, you don't want any PMs out coming for it, so you can put it out of service and you can set this up with no PMs or a different set of PMs, up to you. Okay, we checked out the maintenance specification. Let's go back to the asset. Once we have the PM master in, we click on the maintenance tab and it takes us over to the maintenance trigger. Now we can go down and look and see if was the last time that this PM was done. SCADA not working. Well, Punawai SCADA system testing dorsal. This is busy, busy, busy. So I don't see any work. Maybe this one was the PM, but it doesn't say anything about PMs. So we're going to go back up to the trigger, click on the trigger. This is a WNECT, this is a tech, and we don't see Punawai here. We want to add Punawai to this asset list. We click on edit. We are now editing the maintenance trigger to add Punawai to the asset list. Scroll down to the asset list, hit the plus, click the down arrow, and this is the hard part. Basically, you have to look at these two numbers. That's 75, that's 64. So this is the new number that we just added. This will be Punawai, and it will show up when we get out of the edit feature. Over here, we just want to add WNECT. You can type it in directly or you can pick it from the list, up to you. We will save this. Now we can verify that we added Punawai. So here's Punawai, it did add. And the other things to check is you want the auto schedule turned on. You want the same crew here. This is a 12-month PM. You want it to fire out 45 days before it's due. We go check on the template work order because there's a number in that one we have to set also. Make sure, okay, you have that for 2 hours. This required by lead days has to be 45. What this is going to do, working in conjunction with the lead days on the trigger, 45 days before it is due, it will create the work order with the creation date of the day it was created, but the required days will be 45 days after the date created. So to make that happen, what we can do is we can go back to the asset, go down to a field called PM Reset. Oh, got to get over on the main tab. Uh, Calendar PM Reset Date. Let's suppose we want this PM to come out July 1 of this year. Again, we'll have to go up and edit this and come down to this calendar reset date. You basically want it to come out 45 days ahead of when it's required. And we want it required on July 1st, but we need to go back 1 year. Since this is the 12-month PM, we want this calendar reset day to reflect when it was last time done, so we're going to put in 22. That means 45 days before July 1st of this year, it's going to fire out this PM. So we need to save this. And now we click on maintenance. We go to the trigger, and the trigger will tell us when it's due. It's due in 43 days. So 43 days from now should be 45 days from July 1st, which is about right. April, May, June, July. Yep, that's about right. Anyway, that's how all this works. And again, this is the history on it. If you're looking at this trigger and it does fire out the next one, it's going to show up here as active. One way to find it, you can find work orders by looking at maintenance at the asset level. Anyway, I think we're going to have a future video explaining the PM system, the difference between a PM schedule and a PM master, and how the triggers relate to the benchmark work orders. Future video. End this video.